Okay, so this is another game that I've played quite recently. It's again Britain versus Panzer Elite, and my strategy in this game is that I want to move my truck to the high munition point, and I make a lieutenant first. And his strategy is that he has two cutting creds out, and they are so that he can capture territory faster. So now you see I can. Oh, by the way, this game is at twice the speed, so that the replay works like goes on a bit faster. So right now over here he was trying to capture this high petrol point, but I intercepted him. He should have run here, but that was his mistake. And now when I am under attack, what I do is I take down his sniper, take down one of his units with a sniper, and now I start capturing. So he was gathering his troops, and now he is trying to gang up on me. And now I'm under fire, so I take the cover behind the wreckage that was made by the cutting crab, and now I'm hitting him from two ends. So if you look at him, he is covered. He has yellow cover from the front, but not from the side. So that's why he's taking more damage. And my lieutenant is standing right next to my troops, so they are also gaining experience. So over here he decides, okay, he cannot. He will not be successful in this engagement, so he goes back. And I find this as an opportunity because I have his cutting cred down. I have I made both of his units to retreat, so that's why I go and try to capture the cutoff point over here. And I also give them the Bren guns. The Bren guns are very good against infantry. So currently he's outmatched. I'm in the green cover, he's in the yellow cover, he has only one unit out, and so he's not doing too well over here. The mistake I made at this point is that I should have captured the center area and put an MG bunker over here so that it cannot be captured further. But I was attacked by this scout car, so I decide to take it out. So he's focusing on my Bren carrier, and I realized that. So I put my Bren carrier on repair and retreated. So, and as a result, he had losses. And now over here he tried to charge, but since my forces were stationary, so I took his infantry out very easily. And now I have my captain over here, sorry, lieutenant over here, and he's taking and he's getting experience. You see that white dot on top of my lieutenant's head, that tells me like what veterancy he has. So he has number 1 veterancy, and now I'm again trying to capture this area, and he again jumps on me. So I try to defend for a while, and now he captures the cutoff point, and he will start to gain all the resources to the right hand side, which he was previously not getting them. And over here I retreat, and if you see that my resources, they are quite much. I should have created another infantry squad, but I didn't. But now since I have a lot of manpower, I decide to build an MG bunker, and at the same time I put down the medic station over here. So my Bren carrier tries to take down his cutting car, but it slips away. At the same time, he has created his scout car, and what he wants to do is to upgrade the scout car so that he can lock down an area and get more resources. So here he goes, he locks down that area, and now he's getting, instead of 10 fuel, he's getting 18 fuel per minute. And he also created this Panzer IV, which is very good against infantry. And I wasn't actually expecting that, so I had not made any preparations for any anti-tank uh, units. So again his infantry was repelled, and over here I was trying to capture this area, but I came under attack because of his scout car. And now he uses his Panzerfort for his defense, and I was expecting that he might come and attack my base, and so that put me in a very precarious situation, because at one point I could have waited and went for my favorite doctrine, which is commandos, but since I had no anti-tank ability at this point, so I chose to go engineers, because that gives me the Churchill tank. And now since I was attacked by the scout car, I thought that okay, I should take down the scout car. And so my Stuart, he becomes successful, and he has built an anti-tank half track, and what he wants to do is attack my anti-tank, my tank with his half track. But what I do is I circle around him and don't give him a chance to attack my tank, and I take that half track out. He has brought another half track over here, but what this half track does is it breaks the treads, and if your treads are broken, then you cannot move your tank. And over here, since I brought my Churchill tank, so that Churchill tank is like causing a lot of problems for him. And now I try to follow him, and there he uses his ability and destroys my my tracks over here, so my tank cannot move anymore. So that's how he saved his Panzer IV. And now my Stuart tries to take on his curtain crab, but he saves it as well. And he is repairing his Panzer IV with his curtain crab, and that's how you find out that he has chosen the anti-tank doctrine. He has another Panzer IV out, and he's going massive anti-infantry, and I have my Churchill tank, and here I have sappers, and they will probably repair the Churchill tank. I try to capture his bottom right side, and he brings in his Panzer IV, and there's nothing I can do over here, so I have to retreat. The handicap he had was that he lost a lot of units in the beginning, so he has no infantry to protect his Panzer IV. And now he has created that special Tiger tank, which is used for repairing. So that the tank, what it does is that it does not only repair, it also recovers the units that had been destroyed previously, unless their wreckage has been destroyed completely. So now with my Churchill tank, I'm blocking his escape route, and I'm trying to hit him from the behind. So that's why you never rush in with your tanks without infantry, because you cannot defend your tank against infantry. So he recovered one of his units, and over here my fault was that I wasn't paying attention. I should have moved my tank and crushed the wreckage of the other tanks, and I wasn't paying attention, and he's going to recover the same tank again. So whenever you see whenever you're playing against Panzer Elite, whenever you destroy a vehicle, just crush its wreckage with a tank. Normally the bigger tanks, they do that. So I think Churchill and Churchill and Sherman and what's it called? The other big allied tank. I forgot its name. Anyway, so I realized that he is recovering his tank. So now I move in and crush the wreckage of that vehicle so that he cannot recover it. And at the same time, I'm hitting this Panzer IV again so that I can take it out. The problem with him is that he doesn't have any anti-tank capabilities except for the anti-tank half-track. And finally I take the Panzer IV out. And now I try to take out his Tiger, and it's very hard to destroy this Tiger. It's very, very stubborn. And my captain is like standing here, and he's capturing nothing. Had he been capturing the territory all this time, then I would have had an easier time in completing this mission. But since I was too busy managing my Churchill, so I didn't pay attention. And now my Stuart tank is trying to take out his AT half-track. And the repair rate is much faster than the damage rate of my Stuart tank, so that's why I'm unable to destroy this anti-tank half-track, and I bring in my infantry so that it can damage the AT half-track as well. And now he has brought in his this special tank, I forgot its name. And my command tank is here. Stuart tank is here. And my anti-tank infantry is here. That tank is gone, and we have another tank. So right now what I'm trying to do is trying to destroy his repairing tank so that it doesn't bother me anymore, and there it goes. So no more recovering for him. And if you look at it, I always try to place my armor in front of him, so that because the front end of the tank, it takes less damage, so it's better to hit him, hit the tank from the side. So in order to avoid that, I try to hit the other tank from the front. I put my tanks in such a way that they are always facing me. So my Firefly is here. I'm trying to take it out. And I have my other Churchill over here. It's hunkered down, and it's able to destroy another tank. So this game is pretty much over at this point. I'm focusing his building. And his only tank is left, so I'll most probably bring my Firefly forward. And there his Firefly goes. Oh, sorry, this tank was. Now he has another tank over. In my opinion, all this time, if he had instead of made infantry and researched anti-armor grenades, then it would have really helped him. But he was focusing on his tanks, and that's why he lost. That's about it for this replay.